Take what out?
You'll know when you find it.
This is GMS for Dummies. This is GMS Wisconsin. Okay, and the video you just saw before this clip was Universal Soldier. It's a movie called Universal Soldier. Okay, so it just plainly tell you that the RFID chip will be implanted in you. What the elders and the prophets have been saying all along this time. Okay, pursuant to the scripture Revelations. I'm going to bring to you this scripture, Revelations 13 and 14. It's like Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused of all small, it's like he caused of all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right, that's basically what you just saw in that movie clip. And that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the name of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666. Right. So that's basically what he just showed in that movie. 666 is 666. Now I was scanning through the internet and I was getting more information about the RFID chip. And this is a site which you brothers can look up. It's howstuffworks.com. It has some relatively good information on it. Okay? And this is about the RFID chip, how it works. It says, long checkout lines at the grocery store are one of the biggest complaints about the shopping experience. Soon these lines could disappear when the ubiquitous universal product code barcode is replaced by smart labels, also called radio frequency identification, which is the RFID chip. RFID tags are intelligent barcodes that can talk to a network system to track every product that you put in your shopping cart. Okay? So the basis around this is that they want to make this whole system more convenient for you. But that's the deceivedness of the white man, because according to the scriptures, you'll be put to death. Okay? If you take that chip. It says, imagine going to the store, filling up your cart and walking right out the door. No longer will you have to wait as someone brings up each item in your cart, one at a time. Instead, these RFID tags will communicate with an electronic reader that will detect every item in the cart and ring each up almost instantly. Now that electronic reader is basically a device, a base device that holds all your information on. Okay? The reader will be connected to a large network through the electronic reader that will send information on your product to the retailer and product manufacturers. Your bank will then be notified and the amount of the bill will be deducted from your account. No lines, no waits. Like I said earlier, it's all about being more convenient. That's the propaganda that is pushing out though. But it's really to track the whole world. RFID tags, a technology once limited to tracking cattle or tracking consumer products worldwide. Many manufacturers use the tags to track the locations of each product that make from the time its main unit is pulled off the shelf and tossed into the shopping cart. Outside the realm of retail merchandise, RFID tags are tracking vehicles, airline passengers, all-time patients, and pets. Right, the so-called white man been tracking pets for the last 15 years to be exact. Soon they may even track your preference for chunky or creamy peanut butter. Just being sarcastic. Soon critics say RFID technology has become too much a part of our lives. That is, if we're even aware of all the parts of our lives that it affects. In this article, you learn about the types of RFID tags and how these tags can be tracked through the entire supply chain. We'll also look at the non-commercial uses of RFID tags and how the Department of States of Homeland Security are using them. Lastly, we'll examine what some critics consider an Orwellian application of RFID tags in humans, animals, and our society. Right, that goes back to Revelation, that it says, He calls of all small and great, rich, poor, free, and bond to receive a mark in their hand and their forehead. Right, those are the people who's going to be getting chipped. Humans. Okay, that's against the Most High. Okay, this is another same site, how RFID works, animal and human shipping. Animal shipping is nothing new. Farmers have been tracking livestock for years using RFID technology, but companies are turning animal shipping for pets into big businesses, and some companies are offering options for human shipping. Right, so this been going on, that the people been getting shipped. Okay, here's a picture of a cracker family, Edomite family. Okay, it says they've been shipped since 2002. We're in 2012, so it's been 10 years. Okay, it says RFID pets recovery systems rely on tiny microchips the size of a grain of rice that contains the pet owner's contact information and sometimes an animal medical history. Right, you watch that movie Universal Soldier. They showed all his whereabouts, and it was the size of a grain, like the woman had pulled out his neck. Okay, it says veterinarians scan lost pets with the RFID reader to determine whether or not the pet has a microchip, but the system can break down here. There are many competing pet recovery systems and consequently many pet microchips. The Humane Society of the United States has been campaigning for development of a universal, which means worldwide, RFID reader, which should be a home-based system that they can track everything. And actually, they already do have that, which is your satellites. Okay, your RFID chips will be activated by those satellites. Okay, with the electricity that you have in your body, which is mainly 40%. Humans have at least 40% of electricity in their bodies. Okay. It says RFID reader that vets could use to read a pet's microchip, no matter its manufacturer or year of manufacture. In November 2005, President George Bush signed a bill for the standardization of pet microchips and national database of pet owner information. Right. So these devils been planning this from day one. Okay. Here's just more information. This is biometrics, and another word for the RFID chip is biometric identification. Okay, it says biometric refers to the identification of humans by the characteristics of traits. Biometric is used in computer science, okay, that bullshit ass technology the white man has, as a form of identification and access control. Right, going back to Revelations, it says no one will be able to buy or sell, say if he had the mark. Okay. It is also used to identify individuals and groups that are under surveillance. Right, that's what it's all about. It's about surveilling you and tracking you. Okay. It says, how does RFID work? A scanning antenna. Right, those antennas is a wireless antenna that will be in the atmosphere through the satellites. Like I said earlier. Transceiver with a decoder to interpret the data. Right. It gives you information and tells you what the information you have on your RFID chip. Okay. It loads your money up so you can be able to buy any type of goods that you want. A transponder. The RFID tag that has been programmed with information. Okay. It says the scanning antenna puts out radio frequency signals in a relatively short range. The RF radiation does two things. It provides a means of communicating with the transponder, and it provides the RFID tag with the emergent energy to communicate. Okay? This is biometric identification system. These are a few things that they've been doing over the last few years to make it more convenient. This is all electronics now. That's what they want, an electronic system. It ain't like when Jay gets locked up in jail, okay, you got to put your finger on ink and put it on a piece of paper to take your identification. Now it's all electronic. It's fingerprint identification, hand geometry, palm vein authentication, which puts your palm on a computer, okay. Retina scan, which is your eye scanning that they always show in the movies. Iris scan, face recognition, signature, and voice analysis, which they already have those on these cell phones. Okay.
They used in that movie Minority Report.
Okay. To end it all off, I'm going to get a few scriptures to close out the session. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." And that man of sin has been revealed, the so-called white man, the Edomites, the devil, okay, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God. The white man want to chip everything in the world to keep track and tabs on people. Only the Most High is the one who supposed to know how many people exactly is on the earth, not the so-called white man, or that is worship, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right, that's the image that the white man portrays, that Cesare Bonjour picture. "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time." And this is the time. Why? Because we found out that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, according to the scriptures, and it's been everywhere. Okay? Verse 7. "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way." Right. And for you brothers out there, you got to basically stand strong and stand holding the faith. Okay? Until this man be taken out the way. "And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and destroy with the brightness of his coming." And we know what that's about. The chariots. "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders." Right. The so-called white man lied about, he pushed out the propaganda that is for convenience, that it'll make a better life for you, which according to the scriptures is going to put your ass into damnation. "And with all deceivable of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved." Right. So if you take that chip, you won't be saved. Okay? Now your pastor got to answer for all that as well. "And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." Right. People is going to really actually believe that this is convenience and this will make a better life for you. Okay? It says that all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Right. And you're going to be destroyed by the Most High if you get that shit. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right. The prophets of the Most High is not ignorant of the so-called white man's devices, the mark of the beast. Okay. Which is the RFID chip. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid